We're here in world number 5 of Yoshi's Woolly World. And Matthew, I'm ready for a woolly good time.
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh, loser! We're here, Fluffy Snow, here we go. Let's plays. Kind of a dead genre on YouTube. Here we go! Yahoo!
Oh, this looks awesome though. Look at this, man. This looks beautiful.
This
Do you see that?
It's a solid game, you know? Some people think
Michael.
it's for babies.
Come up here, Michael.
And I'd say, could a baby do this?
See?
I mean, probably. Yeah, go get it.
Could a baby do what?
Make that jump.
Dude, look, it's a cotton ball, but it's supposed to be snow.
Yeah.
They didn't say that Chubb was gonna be hopping in and out of this thing too, but it's all good.
Special guest Shova,
Yep.
the one and only. We're at
Yep.
Trevor's place. He's moving out, so he'll come in and out.
Oh no! Wait.
You know, I see you typing in the comments there. Where's Trevor? Where's Trevor? I'm so worried. He's here. You can stop typing in the comment.
Oh,
now.
it's getting bigger.
Yeah, stop typing.
It's
Yeah,
getting
it is
bigger.
getting bigger.
Yeah. Let it.
Yeah, Matthew. I'm a scientist.
No.
Follow the science.
I'll be back.
Yeah.
Isn't that the song from the last game? That New Island?
That's
That's
the
Woolly
one.
World?
Yeah.
What's the one from that other one? The 3DS one. It wasn't a very good game. I hate to say. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yoshi's New Island was the perfect name for that.
should be Yoshi's Boring Island.
New Super Yoshi Wahoo 2.
I love Yoshi games, but that was kind of the one Yoshi game I was really not impressed with.
Yeah, I don't know. I've become kind of a purist. Like, I don't really like the DS one a lot either.
Yeah, that's
Like,
just
it was
because you're a
okay.
hater.
I mean, I love the baby Donkey Kong thing, but, besides that, what do you
It's
have?
like, how can you hate a game that has baby Donkey Kong in it?
Well, it's just the only thing that he does is let you climb vines. It's kind of a lame
No,
power.
he has like a... Doesn't he do the shoulder?
Maybe. That might also
The
be Wario.
dash. No, I believe it's... Donkey Kong has like a dashing move.
Yeah. I don't know. It was mostly the level design I felt like was a little off in that one. But, good game. Just not great game. Kind of like, what's that one game called? Fortnite? Really no more Fortnite if you guys don't start watching the videos.
Well, I don't really love Fortnite, so I wouldn't really be mad at that. What?
No more Fall Guys! Well, someone was asking today, where's Fall Guys and Mario Kart? So, sorry, Trevor. Sorry.
This is so cool.
It seems like people mostly like the Mario videos. Poochie, you have to get out of the way, my son. Thank you. Matthew, you want to just become a Mario channel? Nope. Oh, look at that! A magical door.
Yeah.
What? It's a good. Trevor said something's a good question.
So, listen, what if you were guaranteed to get 1 million subscribers a month, but you had to play nothing but Mario games? Would you do it?
Oh
I'd be
yeah.
fine with that. Now, ask me the same question, but
Oh,
I
this
have
is
to
awesome,
play,
dude.
Lego battles on
Can you
the
do
DS.
this in Mario, Trevor? Can you do this in Mario?
Yes.
You can't.
This is a Mario sub-genre.
No!
Yeah, technically, it shouldn't be Mario.
No,
No, it's not. I don't like that. Oh, sorry.
Oh, Michael!
What a loser.
Wait, so, that's a good question. So, all right,
Stinky boy.
1 million subscribers a month, but you have to play nothing but Bionicle games.
Dude, most people these days don't even know what Bionicle is.
It's okay.
There's
I think they brought it back recently, didn't they?
Is there any way we can get heat? Do you see? You notice the ice skates? Look, his shoes turn pointy.
They turn into ice skates.
Yeah. Oh yeah, here we go.
Oh, let me get some too.
It's so funny. Yoshi just looks like he's like really
Yoshi.
Struggling.
I thought his name was Joshi.
Yoshi.
Hey, Joshi. Oh, here's fire. We didn't have to go all the way back there, Matthew. Oh, you gotta be
there's
fast though.
Yeah.
You gotta be fast on the trigger.
Oh.
Jump. Rough, 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 rough. Hey, Poochie, you want a beefy 5-layer burrito? Okay, you're built like a beefy 5-layer burrito.
Okay, Michael. Yoshi's Woolly World or Mario 3D World.
What do you, Trevor? At some point, you have to realize that the questions you ask don't mean anything.
I'm just saying. I know Matthew
Wait,
would say Woolly
why
World.
would you do that?
Why would
Before
I
I
do
got
that?
it.
Why would I do that?
I know Matthew would say Woolly World, but you know that's why I asked. Like, you know, see how much you really love
Do you
this
like
game.
Woolly World more?
Then this game, the 3D World, yeah.
Oh. All right.
You're no
Oh,
longer
that's
my
not
brother.
that's not even a question to me.
Yeah, but is that just like you like Yoshi more? I feel like the
No,
the
I just
level
like-
design, the everything. You know?
Yeah, no. Give me Yoshi.
I've still yet to open this. I still have the Wii U version of this game with the amiibo in it
Ow.
and everything. I maybe
Yeah, this
should
is
keep.
one of the 2 games they didn't port to Switch. This and Devil's Third. It's a wonder they haven't brought Devil's Third over yet.
So, what do you think, Mike? You think I should ever open up that Woolly World, or do you think I should just keep it in this little
It's sealed.
cage?
If you want to play it, you just borrow it from me.
That's true.
Borrow my entire Wii U
'Cause who
I have it
knows?
digitally.
Because who knows? In 20 years, it might mean something. They might pay me $20,000 for it or something.
More like 20.
If in 20 years they only offer me $20 for that brand spanking new, never opened, that would just, you know, break my heart.
What's spanking you mean anyway?
Like, never open.
No, but I'm just like, where does the spank come in? That is the question.
I don't know. I guess I picture it being like sealed, you know.
No, get it PSA graded. That stuff needs to stop.
I don't know what that even means.
Yeah, we did it.
Let me tell you, we talking about video games. I'm starting to care about shoes, and I started to care about
PSA graded shoes.
fashion at the wrong time of my life, especially sneakers. Me and Matthew talked about this the other day. I'm looking at shoes that came out last year. That'll be $1,200. They're gonna sit right there. Michael Jordan got enough money.
Oh, he's not gonna get any more money from it. It's just Michael Jevin. It's gonna get
Michael
the money
Jevin.
now.
No.
You just came up with a whole nother MJ off the top of your head. Michael Cottrello, everybody.
Well, I'm just saying it's not Michael Jordan. It's not getting any money out
Oh
of
yeah,
that
the
second
resellers.
market.
But this is crazy to me, you know. But somebody will pay it.
Somebody will pay it. Yep. Because we all have an empty void in our hearts.
Dude, that snow cap is
Some
smiling.
people try to fill that with shoes or Pokemon cards.
I mean, I do want some shoes though. I've never cared about them before.
games. Ooh, yeah. Ooh.
I saw some like when they were coming out with I think the PlayStation 5, they had like some PlayStation style shoes. Them joints was ugly, bro. I wanted to get them, but I'm like, nah, they just are ugly. So I didn't get them.
Yeah.
I would like for them to do that right someday though, like a video game lifestyle
There
shoe.
you go,
Oh,
Michael.
gross. No, thank you.
What's that? A lone Yoshi? No wonder.
Michael doesn't like a lot of the yarn.
It's not that I don't
costumes.
like them. It's that they're hideous.
So you don't like them?
No, I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure they're absolutely fine.
What? Doesn't make any sense.
I'm just saying objectively hideous. Some things are just facts.
Some things are just opinions, which is what that is. Oh, what? Why? Oh, now we just lost it.
Michael. Oh wait, the Poochster can get it. This way, Matthew.
I don't think he'll actually walk for it when there's like a secret.
Oh no, he's too big. How did we get that? Oh, I think we had to freeze him. It's a piece of yarn with a face on it.
No, you just slide across the floor. You can, I think you can just slide. Oh.
Have you ever beaten this game? I don't think you have. Wait, did we beat it together?
This music track's really good.
Yeah, ice music is always a win. Really dig that new, you know, I don't like a whole lot of the Pokemon Sword and Shield music. Trevor, we're talking about Pokemon, but I like the Sir Chester music. Very good. It's the Ice Town in the game. Dude, we went to Target looking for Pokemon cards and only found Pokemon Oreos there.
Let me tell you.
Saw eBay's there. They're going for $30.
There is something to that. I was speaking to somebody the other day. Grant, it's a whole different kind of topic. Just like with like going.
Oh, awesome! Let's go!
Just like with like, you know, music. Say what you want about music. There was something about getting music physically. Like buying an album, like you kind of like landmark those moments in your life, you know.
I
Versus
didn't
just
read what it said.
versus just you know,
What a direction it has. Why to do the spinny? I don't think they understand.
you know, versus just buying it off of iTunes. It's like it doesn't hit the same. You know, you don't really have those memories anymore.
iTunes is lame.
No, it's just, you know, buying music digitally doesn't hit the same as like going to a store and like walking in Best Buy and looking in that aisle section, and, you know, and buying that album. Like, you know, you can really feel
I'll
it.
tell you what hits though. When you hear about an album, you're like, oh, yeah, let me listen to that real quick. That hits.
I mean, streaming is
we got
convenient,
lag
but it
here.
doesn't like give you a lifelong memory.
I get what you're saying. You know, that memory
give
that you have.
It doesn't give you a landmark memory. Like I
when
remember, I remember when I
struggled
walked.
for an NES Classic, and I don't really even play it that much.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
where do we
even
go?
that, the SNES Classic, like for the first time in my life, I stood in line for that.
No!
I stood in line for something.
Ooh,
But
save
same
the
thing,
day.
you know, I will say that that's the one cool thing about like getting cards. There is something to it. Like, I don't want to say nostalgia, but it does kind of bring me back, but also like really make me appreciate just those moments, like going to a Target and like getting those cards and just seeing what, I don't know, it's just something to it. It reminds me of me when I was
you get a reverse hollow Scrafty. You eat that card because it's not worth the thing. You don't
God,
like
that's
Scrafty
terrible.
that much.
Yeah, you had like
No, who's the first form? Scraggy?
Who's the? Or
I'm telling you, if I get one more reverse hollow Scraggy,
oh no!
I'm gonna, you know, gonna need my money back.
We need to get this shy guy. Oh,
well, if you ever find a holographic Blaziken, we know what to do.
You might be able to freeze him. Do you have ice?
yeah, but freeze the piranha plant?
Yeah.
All right, Michael, be honest. If you had a holographic rare Blaziken, but it was worth $10,000, would you actually give it to me, your best friend, or would you sell it?
A holographic Blaziken that was worth what?
$10,000.
Oh, that one. Okay. Let me take care of this. Oh.
I don't understand.
We needed to take out that piranha plant.
but
Let's let that shy guy jump all the way across. Oh, we got this. We got this. Oh. It just disintegrates. What a painful end. All right, let's move to the left, and then move to the right. Now, Trevor, how much is this Blaziken worth?
$10,000.
$10,000. $10,000 for the Blaziken. Am I giving it to Trevor? Or am I selling it? I'm selling it to feed my children. Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
You wouldn't even tell me about it, would you? You wait till after you sold it.
I'll tell you about it. I'm telling you, I'm about to sell this card. Sorry, man.
Trevor, unless you got $11,000.
I'll give you a 10% discount.
so $9,000 for a card. I mean, if I was rich,
if that's what it is, if that's what it has to be, my boy. Look, man.
All right,
my son eats.
All right, fine. Sell that card, and if I hit the lottery, you won't get none of that money. I'm gonna remember you. I'm gonna pay you $1 million in Cottrello
Okay, wait.
bucks.
So here's the deal: if I give you a $10,000 card for free, if you win the lottery, you'll give me money.
Yeah, that's a fact.
I wonder if look at Yoshi's face.
He's tired.
Yeah, man.
Losing it. Yeah, I'll take that bet any day of the week.
Okay, fine. Once I get my lottery money, you gonna get $1 million in Cottrello bucks. And you gonna be like, Trevor, what is that? I'm literally gonna pay somebody to make a dollar bill with the Cottrello symbol on it, and it says
Well,
$1
then I
million.
can sue you for copyright infringement for
hey,
my
there's,
non-copyrighted face.
Man, Poochie, move, man.
He's your
Why is he
dog.
just standing there? Because I was trying to get that guy out of the way.
He's a good boy. Look at him.
It's cool. Is Poochie a cooler?
Don't get okay.
Who's a cooler
Don't
companion?
get hit.
Poochie or Rambi?
Poochie.
What? Get out of here. Do you think
Look
the
at this
same thing,
adorable
Matt?
boy. Oh, this is where he came from.
I know Matthew doesn't feel the same way.
If Matthew was objective, he'd feel the same way.
Why is that your thing? That you're
It's a joke. It's a joke, because obviously it's not. That's the joke, Matthew. At the same time, it's to say, if I said Donkey Kong is objectively better than The Legend of Zelda, I think
Sounds about right.
Facts.
Sounds about right.
He put up a no lies detected meme, huh? No lies detected.
Oh, let me freeze him. Oh.
No. How do we get there?
Because I just said I left my refrigerator open.
Wonder if he jumps if
Can you do it? Do you need to do it because you're first player?
no.
Well, Geraldine, this don't make no sense. Ah. Aha! Ah! Oh man. Wait a second. Ooh, let's
Wait.
do this.
Wait. I was about to say you shouldn't.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Yuck! Look at that. Dude, this game is awesome.
Yep.
It's just a really solid game. I mean, is it a
That's
little...
why, like, oh man, 3D World. It's not even a. I mean, I get somebody liking 3D World more, but it should be a conversation. It could be a conversation at least, you know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I actually don't like 3D World as much as a lot of people do, but the funny thing is, I feel like the popular opinion on that is that 3D World's not that good.
Yeah, that was
Or
the
the
popular
common
opinion
opinion.
until it came out again, and people were like, "Oh, every Nintendo game's great now."
Yeah, I don't know.
But,
I feel like I heard a lot of the same things where, like, you know, unless you're playing that game with 4 people, it's kind of bad.
Yeah, but I feel like it's like saying, like, you know, World of Warcraft's no fun if nobody else is on the server. You know, it's just like it's designed.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is that game online? 3D World?
no.
Well, I mean,
But I'm just
okay,
saying. I'm just
so,
saying, like, if a game like Zelda 4 Swords made on the Game Boy before internet was possible on Game Boys. You know, if you're gonna say that
I don't
game's
know, man. I
boring
think
by
Super
yourself,
Smash
it's
Bros.
like
Is still fun, and you know when you could play it by yourself.
yeah, but it's so much less of what it is. If you couldn't play multiplayer, that game is a lot less appealing.
Yeah, I mean, I get the complaint though, because it's like not everybody always has 3 other friends that are able to play a video game with them.
Yeah, but it's like I just feel like that doesn't, you know.
Oh, there you go. That's,
I don't know, dude.
there's a costume.
I don't like that criticism because it's like it's by that extension we should make every game work well as a one-player game first and foremost, and like some games just, you know, if they were to do that, then they would be worse.
And also, it was still a fun game on one player. Like I played through most of that game by myself.
Through it 5 times by myself. I think it turns into kind of a different game by yourself. By yourself, it's like a really fun speedrunning game.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like 3D World. I just, from all the times I played it, I don't think it's as good as a lot of people.
People like
think
the
it is.
sandbox Mario. That's the thing, is they wanted a Sunshine 2.
Whoa! What's going on?
Or a Galaxy 3. And you know, it's just, I also don't get behind that. I think 3D World is a much better translation of what Mario is than the sandbox ones.
All right, let me ask you this. This is so random. If you could have them make I don't want to say a 3D, but maybe even just a Switch version of any Mario and Luigi RPG game, which one would you want them to make a Switch version of?
Ooh.
Bowser's Inside Story?
Really?
Yeah. it's
Even
nice.
more than the Super Mario RPG?
Oh, well, no. That game would be great. Oh, I don't think Bowser's Inside Story is lacking visually at all. But yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's I gotta say, I don't like the criticism.
I'm with
Yeah,
you.
well, that's why everybody's different, you know?
No, I mean, I just hear it a lot. And it's just like it's like criticizing a game. I mean, it's like the argument that, like, you know, this game's only 2D and it could be 3D. It's like, yeah, but it's like it's 2D.
I don't think that's the same thing, but
No, it's like 'cause a lot of people prefer to play games one player, and so if a game's not appealing to that, it's
not
automatically.
that, I don't think it's that people prefer to. I think it's just that most people don't always have a guaranteed person to play a video game with, and so if the game's not as enjoyable to play by yourself, then I think that's just, you know.
I think that's relevant to like a conversation of like, should you buy it? But it's like, is the game good? That's where it's like, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of games that are awful without multiple people. League of Legends is the worst game in the world to play by yourself. You know, there's like entire genres that are just devoid of any fun by yourself.
I was gonna hit
Nice.
this guy. Oh, nice.
Let me try that with you.
Oh, man. I don't know if those 2 things were stamps, but
If they are, they're just gonna have to stay there. Miiverse doesn't exist anymore, Matthew.
bye, Poochie.
Get those.
Ow. Yeah, but I love this game. That was cool. Oh no.
Oh, we're good. See, the thing is, you can literally fly in this game, and you think that's like, oh wow, this game's so easy. It's not difficult at all. But there's an actual level in this game that uses that, and you have to like figure out how to get through the entire level without touching the ground. It's gonna be a fun one.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, my son.
Oh.
Oh wait, no.
Yes! Yoshi!
Yoshi.
You know, I guess the thing I don't dislike most about that argument is that it's gonna.
You still talking about that argument?
Well, I just reflected on another point is that it makes it less likely that, and this happens all the time because you're already by making a game multiplayer at all, you're gonna lose some sales because some people are gonna be like, oh well, yeah, I don't need to buy it because I'll just play it at your house.
Oh wait, I gotta hit him.
So there's not as much incentive for making a game multiplayer centric, unless it's gonna be, you know, like online with like lots of microtransactions and stuff like that.
Oh, interesting.
But then it's like, you know, the critical reception of like I'd rather it just be like a more one-player focused game like Odyssey or Galaxy is like I like playing games with my friends. I like the option. There's not many of them.
I mean, you're not gonna like me for saying, but
you get like 2 in a generation.
I mean, you're not gonna like me for saying it, but I mean, I've only really played 3D World with other people. I don't know. I just don't think it's designed to be played. Well, no, I'm saying like, even despite that, I don't find it anywhere near as enjoyable as you do. Dude, we got like, oh, Poochie's got his own magic carpet. That was awesome. He was just.
Michael will write that in his diary. Dear diary, Matthew doesn't like 3D.
I think Michael's always known I don't love 3D World.
Yeah, you don't like. I mean, I'd say at this point you don't really like Mario much in general.
No, I mean Odyssey is one of my favorite games of all time.
Well, yeah, but that's Odyssey. It's like one out of 1,000. But it's like what you said to me about Smash.
I mean, I used to love Galaxy.
If you don't
but
like half the games, do you really like the series?
Oh, I mean, that's why most Star Wars fans to me need to like, you know, reevaluate if they actually like Star Wars, because Star Wars people are the first ones that tell you like, you know what I mean? They're the first one.
I don't know. I feel like you could like the universe that, you know.
No, I know what you mean, but I'm saying like when people are like, dude, Star Wars is such a good movie franchise, and then they only like 3, sometimes even only 2 movies out of like the main 9 ones. I'm like, are you really a fan or?
No.
Yeah, those guys are weighing us down.
It's funny, this level design's borrowed from Mario.
We talking about New Super Mario Bros?
New Super Mario! Woohoo!
Oh no.
Oh, Matthew, do your job.
It's because Poochie's here. Honestly, he makes more levels difficult than, like... Oh. He honestly hurts more than he helps
Take
a lot.
that slander away.
He's even weighing down the carpet. But yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, I wouldn't... I mean, I've always said I'm not that huge a Mario fan. I mean, it's definitely no secret, but... My thing with Mario is that most things Mario does, there's always some game that does it better. You know, there's this discourse going on where this guy wants to make a video. He's one of the bigger YouTubers. I forgot who it is, but he's like, he wants to make this video about how Rayman Legends is a better platformer than Super Mario 3 or whichever that 2D Mario game that everybody swears by. And he's like, for him, it's not even really like a contest, but... You know, and honestly, I'm like, man, that's kind of the...
Watch this. Get a little boost.
Oh. I don't know, it's always been kind of the thing with Mario to me is that, I feel like that's always been the case, is that there's something that just does what it does, but even better. Oh, man.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, that's probably a stamp too. Yeah, we need the carpet. Oh, we definitely need the carpet.
No, we can get up there.
No, but I want to get the stamps at least, you know? No, what? Why?
Long live the king. Come on, Dad. I did it.
Why wouldn't you wait for me to?
Because it's funny.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Get the video with the yak if you agree.
Dear Diary, this is why I hate Mario 3D World.
Honestly, that's what I do hate about Mario platformers. Did I jump on your head and make you?
Yeah, I mean, this game could be just as obstructive. I wish they would take that stuff out. Like, follow the tropical freeze route.
Well, I kind of like that, Yoshi.
He's like a panda.
Yeah, that's exactly what he is. Poe, we are noodle folk.
We are noodle folk, Paul. Man.
Those movies are so good.
No, they're not. I'm kidding. They're okay.
Get out of here.
That panda,
Cars 2.
That panda Yoshi's actually really cool looking.
What
You gonna
happened?
do it again?
What'd you say to me in my house, Mike? What'd you say? I'm sorry.
So, Cars 2 is a good.
I never said Cars 2. Now, that is blasphemous. If somebody is saying Cars 2 is a good movie, they are literally a Disney and Pixar stan. Yeah, that's different.
Kung Fu Panda is such a good movie.
It is. I'm kidding. You said it like it was like a masterpiece.
It is. In the animation field, absolutely. The music, the character design, the
I have to
Jack
see it.
Black's
Stealing my
acting.
eggs.
I have to see it. It's been a while. I haven't seen it since honestly I've only seen both of those, the first one and the second one, only once. So I'd have to see those again.
Yeah, I think they even set a record for like the first. I can't remember if it was the first Asian female or first female director to win an Oscar for animated film.
No, it wasn't a female director. I think. Well,
They
maybe.
set some record with the director
Maybe,
of it. She did
maybe
a great
actually.
job.
I know Jennifer Lee, who directed Frozen. Reason why that was such a big one is because she was the first. She was definitely the first screenwriter, period, to go from being a screenwriter for it to being the director for it, an animation film.
Whoa.
And I think she's the first to ever, you know,
Do you see what's going on?
do an animation for like Disney or Pixar, which is really sad. Okay, that's great.
Dude,
Okay, Woolly World of Tropical Freeze.
I mean, that's more of a
Okay,
conversation.
so
To me,
I mean,
that's more
I think 3D. The comparison of like 3D World to Woolly World, that's like a lot about your taste and like, you know, do you like 3D stuff? How do you feel about?
Yeah,
like,
I mean, I would just rather play this
Tropical
in 3D World.
Freeze versus Yoshi's. I mean, this game doesn't lick the boots of Tropical Freeze, and this game's awesome. But Tropical Freeze is quite possibly the best chibi
Jeez,
game
man. I mean, I
ever made.
I obsess over anything Donkey Kong. I wouldn't say it doesn't even lick the boots or whatever. Jeez,
I'm just
dude.
saying, like we're
No,
talking,
I don't
we're talking
think
about,
it's- dude.
we're talking about a very solid.
This game short.
We're talking about a very solid 2D platformer.
Oh, hey, right down
against
here.
the best, the best ever.
Oh,
That's the
Poochie.
comparison we're talking about.
Hey, watch
here.
this.
I wanted to ruin you. Yeah, I mean, and I'm just saying, like, I'm like,
I don't know,
this
man.
game's
From
great,
playing
but-
this game again, I just forgot how like creative it is, and
yeah, just some of
It's
the
level
level
design.
designs are kind of gimmicky and like, you
see,
know,
I
last one
don't
that we were in,
agree. Like, I
the
think
carpet one.
Yeah, I think there's, but I don't know, man. I feel like, I don't know. That's my thing about, you know, like talking about like 3D World is on. Oh, like I don't know. I feel like so many Nintendo games just have that element, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
Freeze doesn't.
Rocket Barrel levels.
True.
I mean, I like
Yeah,
the
this-
Rocket Barrels, but
But that's
think
the thing.
they're a
In
lot
Tropical
better in
Freeze,
Tropical
right?
Freeze.
Tropical Freeze gives you that extra heart where it's like not obnoxious.
do you see the sunflower?
I do, and I missed it.
No, hold on. It keeps coming.
I will say this: even my nieces have played Tropical Freeze. Not all the way through it, but they enjoyed like me letting
Well,
them play that game.
Yeah, Donkey Kong's just a bigger thing than Yoshi on its own too, but I don't know, man. I feel like Yoshi kind of gets slept on.
I think, like, now compare Yoshi's Island to Tropical Freeze, and you know, like, we're talking about a much closer comparison. But this
See,
game ain't no
I
Yoshi's
played-
Island.
See, I played Yoshi's Island again like 2 years ago. I would take this over Yoshi's Island. Yoshi's Island to me is a totally different, like...
We'll take your resignation.
I don't know, I like this game a lot.
Yeah, it's cool. It's
Like,
definitely cool.
I don't know, man. I just don't... I think sometimes people... Like, because Yoshi's Island even... Or a lot of those games, it's like how, like, people think you're crazy if you think Donkey Kong Country's 1's better than 2. And I'm like... I don't know, man. I've played both games a gajillion times, and... Like, even if it's... Even not for just Donkey Kong, my favorite game character, not being in the second one, it just... I don't know, I like the first one a lot more. That's just me, though. You know, I feel like the first one just has better pace to it, and the second one has a lot of gimmicky... Well, get Poochie out of the way. Oh my gosh, what is he doing?
Stop yelling at my dog. What did he do to you? Nothing.
Michael, did you hear my?
I don't think that's anything.
No, Matthew didn't respond to it when I said.
It's gotta be something.
When I said who do you pick, Poochie or Rambi? I think you didn't pick one, did you, Matt?
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually a tough question, Trevor.
Poochie's the coolest.
I honestly think
I have
Poochie could make
I have a wool Poochie that I hang on my tree every year.
I honestly think Poochie could be a character in Smash that could be a Yoshi rep.
He'd be an awesome assist trophy.
I think he could be his own character.
I mean, like, yeah, you can
look
make
at this,
anyone
look at
into
this.
his character, but I feel like what he does translates very, very well to the assist
So
trophy.
you pick Poochie over Kamek.
Oh, I missed one? Hold on, I missed a...
As a DLC character, you pick Poochie over Kamek.
Yes.
No, I do think Poochie would be a great character, though, and some people are like, oh, a dog. It's like, look at Duck Hunt, man.
I'm just asking you. I know you
I
want
love Duck
Kamek.
Hunt.
I know you want Kamek. So you pick Poochie over Kamek?
No, but I do love Poochie, though, man. No, I would pick Kamek, because ever since I've seen, like, potential movesets for Kamek, I'm like, man, it's kind of a crime that he's not a character, especially because then they would have a villain for all 8, like, base characters, which, I don't know, it's just pretty cool to think about. Hang on, I'm gonna...
Really? Would that complete the...
No, because
mean,
Luigi don't have a villain yet.
No, Luigi's a...
the 8 characters?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Luigi.
No, and also Luigi's a Mario character. They would have a villain from every, like, you know, different... Because even though Yoshi's kind of like a spin-off, you know, it's still different enough. Like, there's things in Yoshi games that don't appear in Mario games. and vice versa.
They have retroactively declared it its own thing.
I mean, even Yoshi's Island is kind of unrecognizable to, like, Super Mario World, even though it is Super Mario World 2.
I just think that was a different time where sequels were ambitious, and now, like, sequels are just, like, same thing, more levels.
Well, I'm just saying, like, a lot of the enemies, like, you don't see those chimp enemies, you know, the monkeys? You don't see those in Mario games, if I'm not mistaken.
Not too often, but they're in a lot of the spin-offs. They're in Mario 64.
That's the same monkey?
Yeah, same exact design.
Matthew got quiet.
I mean, Shy Guys aren't even from Mario. They're from Doki Doki Panic.
They're not from Yoshi's Cookie?
I don't believe so. You know Game Freak made Yoshi's Cookie?
You know that Yoshi's Cookie is...
They made it while they were working on Pokemon to pay the bills. Yoshi saved Pokemon.
Do you think Pokemon, like, I don't want to say save Nintendo, but do you think Pokemon definitely raised the value for Nintendo?
I mean, yes and no. Like, they were doing fine before Pokemon existed, but after Pokemon came out...
Get that one here. I'm gonna stay here while you get it, and then... He just got crushed. No, come up, Michael! Warp!
I didn't know what button it was. Yeah, but they were doing just fine. Although it did give the Game Boy an extra, like, 2 years of life that it didn't really
You know what did save Nintendo, though?
Do you really think their handheld systems would have done as good as they did?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, but the Game Boy, Pokemon came out so late in the Game Boy cycle, but it was like a pretty huge game. Like, look before that. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure about it, but I think Tetris might have sold more than Pokemon.
Okay, but
after we go up here, I think there's something.
But like, point being is they were doing fine.
Of course, they were doing fine. I'm just all I asked is did they definitely add value to Nintendo?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. But
Because
I'm just
especially
saying,
for the
like,
handhelds, like I wonder if their handhelds would have lasted as long. Not only just the Game Boy, but just period Game Boy Advance.
well,
the
yeah.
DS,
If you talk about after the Game Boy, yeah, I mean you got a much stronger case there because like Nintendo's output on, especially the Game Boy Advance, is just weak sauce. I'm sorry.
Hey,
dude.
hang on. Or I guess it would
think
just
that
be
was it.
stamps.
You
Well, I
Game
think
Boy
there was something else, but I think
Yeah, look at the Mario games you get on Game Boy Advance. You got Super Nintendo Mario with oversaturated colors.
I forgot. I have a voice for this guy. I gotta remember what it was.
And then for Yoshi, you got. Well, you did get the DS Yoshi game, but they recycled so many Super Nintendo games. I really don't like that. Metroid games were great though.
Oh, look at Kamek.
You again? I think it was something like that. Of course it's you again. Okay, time to chill out, Yoshikins. Yoshikins?
It's supposed to be written by the same guy who's doing that Square Enix game.
Dude, the bosses in this game, that's one thing this game is super underrated about. This game has better bosses than Tropical Freeze. I would say that. Oh,
Yeah, that's the
except for
weakness.
maybe.
Yeah, I mean that's the
Look
thing
at this
where
though. Look at this guy. He's just moving.
I
through
always
the,
have to temper what I'm saying. In like Tropical Freeze is possibly the best 2D game. It's the bonus rooms and the bosses that, and the rocket barrels that I think squander its potential. Loser. I watched an episode recently. Kevin! They're just a pickle. Or a sea cucumber.
I don't understand the timing on that. Like, how do you get high enough to?
You just have to. No, you have to get away from him. You'll have enough time. He's about to take you out. Look out! Oh. You got me. But yeah, it's like Shovel Knight. Level's not quite as good as. Oh wait, he's gonna do it again. Now he stays. But you know, like something like Shovel Knight, way better boss battles. Not even close. Mario games don't even have boss battles, for being honest. They have distractions. Ooh, I like how this is getting a little more intense. It'd be cool if he got hit by the snowball. That would be interesting.
You know what that is, right?
Yeah. Someone had commented, what happens to the ocean in Donkey Kong Country 3? And you know, I would speculate that it's in the northern hemisphere,
Yeah, it is.
far away from DK Isle. But it's like, is Funky Kong really living that far away from DK Isle? I mean, I guess he's got a plane, you know, a private jet. He can
moved.
take anywhere.
It's cheaper rent there.
But Cranky? What's he doing? Vacationing there at the same time? My speculation was that they just didn't care. They were like, this game has mountains in it. Because I said so. Hey, we can get fire melons.
There you go.
You knitted together.
I like that panda one though. You see that? His spikes are white. You don't like that one? I don't know. I think it would look cool in the level too.
Yoshi! Yoshi! What if I talk to her like that? You guys don't know. So, oh man, this video is not gonna go live before that Nintendo Direct.
I mean, it could.
Yeah, I guess it could, but the Nintendo Directs give me the video for tomorrow. I think we can start posting them on Cottrello Plays instead. I feel like that's How are we losing in a Yoshi game, man?
This game's not, like, super easy.
It's super easy until you get to the end, and then it's, like, pretty dang hard.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't find it to be, like, disgustingly easy.
I mean, definitely not like Kirby Epic Yarn was, but cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, I don't know. We played some levels in some of the...
Hey, Matthew, you get it? I said not cut from the same cloth. Come over here.
Well, I thought something was showing up temporarily.
You get it? Cloth, Matthew. Oh, I'm so funny.
I was gonna say,
Hire me, Nintendo Minute.
when we were playing some of the earlier worlds, I think if you went back and looked, it's not super... I mean, I'm not saying it's hard, but it's not...
Well,
oh,
I'm
there's
saying,
the
like,
monkey!
it's easier...
Look, he throws snowballs!
Yep. It's easier by yourself.
Dude, those monkeys are adorable in this game.
I really like the Mario monkeys.
I prefer the Donkey Kong ones, but, you know. Wait a second. Should we go up first? Wait, can you get... Oh. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, go back down.
You know what Mario game, though, man, doesn't get enough credit? It's Paper Mario, man, the first one. Hold on, wait. No, you dimwit. Do you not know by now? Watch.
There's gonna be something invisible that you wouldn't know until you touch it. Yeah, that's what I don't like about Yoshi's.
Oh, that's pretty good, though, man. You would never think that.
Yeah, just the worst is the stamps and in the last game the red coins in the other Yoshi games.
Why don't you stop
They're not red coins until you touch them.
Oh, look, he's leading us somewhere.
Every single coin.
Look, he led us up here.
Isn't that clever?
It's like he's not the bad guy after all. Not the bad guy.
Monkeys aren't bad. They just mess with you.
Yeah.
And you gotta, take them out.
That's why I feel bad taking them out.
Say hello to Cousin Donkey Kong for me.
Nah, they definitely...
Oh, dude, look at this. You like wrap them up in the yarn.
Oh! No, I thought I got crushed to death.
I thought you got crushed.
Crush it.
Well, I do say he's
King K. Rool. Did you ever finish that show again?
No. No, we need to have, I think it would only take, a day or two. Just abandon my kids and my wife and just watch Donkey Kong.
No, I thought your kids were the ones watching it.
Yeah, I mean, they like it.
Oh, nice assist.
It's not a great show.
You bite your tongue.
Bite your tongue at us. Donkey Kong.
No, that's the criticism I don't agree with. That's what I should say now. Now that you're talking about the Donkey Kong Country show. Yeah, you see, I just don't really agree with that. Hang on.
Mario 3D World is a better game than Donkey Kong is a show.
I don't know. Does Mario have the voice of an angel in 3D World? I don't think so. See, is Mario ever
One of you.
Has Mario ever been the ape of the hour?
Was that really for nothing?
What's that noise Trevor does at Yoshi?
I think it has since taken on an entirely different value, but that's not, it's kind of funny, certain types of media that takes on a different form. Like Knack is they didn't make that game to be such a meme heavy thing. They just kind of turned into that. People turned it into...
Yeah, it's weired. I went back and watched some
happens.
episodes of the Donkey Kong Country TV show, and I actually, I don't mind it.
It's fine enough. It's just the animation aged like a stick of butter and
See, I don't mind any of that.
at the bottom of
stuff,
an oven. Yeah, and I'm just saying, like, you know, it's not like looking back at Jungle Book or something. But you know, it was ambitious at the time. You know, you gotta take a risk sometimes.
Dude, this is awesome.
And yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely lays the trail for like video game shows. It's better than that horrific Zelda one.
Well, excuse
Well, I
me,
mean,
princess.
Donkey Kong usually is better than Zelda. I said it.
Oh,
It's just one more thing. It's just one more thing. Donkey Kong's done better than Zelda. It's television.
Let's see how many people we can upset in one episode. 3D World, not a good game, even
Hey,
though
man,
that's our most popular series on Cottrello Plays.
I mean, like, but see, that's what I just don't understand about internet discourse. Is like, it should be okay to be like, I don't dislike 3D Worlds. I just don't love it. Like, you and Trevor love
but
it,
I feel
which
like
is like,
what people usually say is like it's not good because
yeah, I don't think it's.
like
I don't think anyone who thinks it's just a bad game is being a little. Oh, how do I? Oh,
just like that.
no, get me real
Stop
quick.
blocking my eggs.
We can get these. Oh, nice egg.
Man. It would be cool if they put this game on Switch and just gave it some more technical prowess. Like, the game can't handle, like, any more than what's, like, directly on screen at the moment.
I wanted to get up here. Okay. Yeah, whatchamacallit? But yeah,
I
just
agree. People
just take that stuff way too personal, and it's like, man, like,
absolutely, like, wrap your identity in the games that you like, and,
it's just like, man, it doesn't, like, that's the cool thing about being human, is that we don't all think exactly the same. Just like, there's certain games I probably, like this game, I obviously think a lot more highly of it than you do, you know? Like, like, from playing it again, I'm like, man, like, this game is a lot better than I remember.
I think it's a solid
No,
game.
I know, but I'm saying, like, like, when you said it can't even lick Tropical Freeze's boots, it's like, I don't agree with that.
It's more of a commentary
And
on
I
how
love-
good Tropical
No, of
Freeze
course,
is
but I'm saying, like, I actually... Oh, no!
Perish. You fool.
It actually ended.
Look at my
too.
Yoshi, too. He's just like, my friends are dead.
This or Rayman Legends?
Rayman Legends. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I would still take Rayman Legends over this too.
Rayman
but-
Legends is one of the kings, and that's all I'm saying. Is that like this game is a very solid, 7-8.
7,
Maybe
8.
you make an 7-8 on a Michael scale.
No, I'd
now the
say
Michael
at least
scale
8 on the Michael scale.
The Michael scale is not like Metacritic, where it's like, does the game turn on? That's a 7. And if it also has graphics, that's an 8. If it was made by a big studio that we run ads with, that's a 10. It's just like there's no standard. So yeah, I'm like the Michael scale is a little different.
I just think
I just shot my chances
I would
of
say
working
at
at
least-
IT. But I'm sorry, you guys don't say anything in your reviews.
yeah,
You say nothing,
I
but
would say it's at least an 8 on the Michael scale.
But it's it's funny because that review, like, I was telling Trevor this in our new Super Mario Brothers 2 Wahoo series, that, like, you wouldn't like my game reviews because people, like, there's pressure from the publisher side and from the fan side, where if, from the publishers, if my game doesn't get a 7 or above, I'm not advertising on your website next time around. And then on
that looks.
I don't like the cheats,
Star
but
Yoshi?
I'll do it.
Trevor, you hear this? He says, "I don't like the cheeks on the Yoshi."
Let me
This is
finish.
always
Let me finish.
something.
The fans,
Are his arms too long?
If the games that they like get any less than an 8, they will riot. They're like, "No, how dare you say that Alpha Sapphire isn't at least an 8?" It's like, I'm there, dude. It's the
Yeah, I'm
most
one of those
soulless
rare
Pokemon
people-
game they ever made.
I'm one of those rare people that loved Ruby on the Game Boy Advance and did not like it on the 3DS.
That's me. Trevor, what about you?
Yeah.
Did you like Alpha Sapphire?
It was fine.
Did you beat it?
Well, hold on.
Did you
Look at
beat
that
it?
Yoshi. That Yoshi looks cool, man.
Trevor, did you beat it?
I did.
Okay, Trevor beat it.
Oh, I feel like I remember not.
I have
loving
played
this level.
every single Pokemon game at least twice. Could not stand to finish that one.
Okay, I don't see how you can say that, but then you like, what's the name of that? The one after it?
X and Y? Or no? Sun and Moon?
Ultra Sun and Alpha Moon. What's the name of it?
Well, yeah, but I mean that's like that's a third version. I don't,
And usually I play third versions, but that one was just ridiculous. For them to have two
third version has enough content to justify the price tag. The third version is at best a nifty way to get people to trade.
Michael,
at worst, a cheap cash grab. And honestly, nowadays it's a cheap cash grab.
But Michael, you're talking to somebody.
Did you see the string on the other side in there?
You're talking to somebody.
You're
talking to somebody who got every single third version except for that one. Yellow, Crystal,
yeah,
Emerald,
I'm just saying, like tell me what yellow does significantly different than red and blue. Besides, you have a little Pikachu icon on the phone.
Michael, but
is that cool? Absolutely. Is it worth an extra $40?
But you're talking about me though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all I'm saying. Like for me to not get the third version of Sun and Moon says something.
Yeah, I mean, I just think that like
Michael, I had the opportunity to get it on sale when Toys R Us was going out of business. I could have gotten it for $24, and I still didn't get it.
Now, why was it $24?
Because Toys R Us was going out of business.
No, I would say like that's probably one of the Pokemon games you could actually get on a discount because, honestly, it's
well, you could have gotten
that game was a cheap cash grab.
Well, Michael,
all the content comes at the last 3 hours of the campaign.
But you're also talking about
now it's a pretty cool 3 hours. I must say, honestly, and here's the ironic part.
Hey, I wonder if
there's more custom content in that game than there is in a lot of other third versions. But, splitting it into Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, cash grab.
That's what I'm saying.
Disgusting. Like, honestly, like, it's just gross.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what made me not get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Oh, and everybody smelled that from a mile away. The year after they started
making, I know how we can get there.
The year after the brand exploded again and they had Pokemon Go. Yeah, well, this isn't the way we're supposed to go, but we can cheese it.
I forgot how we got the Pokemon. Oh yeah, you asked me.
Let's get these gems.
Matthew
first.
said he was one of those. But the funny thing about Matthew is that he's the reason why I got what's the name?
Omega Ruby.
Omega Ruby.
Yeah.
Now I will say maybe I expected too much. I had been anticipating that remake. But I don't know. I just think Pokemon used to be the king of remakes. Yeah, Leaf Green and then Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Like, and I guess maybe if I liked Mega Evolution, I didn't find it to be kind of a ripoff of Digimon. I'd feel different about it. But jamming that into the game is like, oh, come on, guys.
And it wasn't it?
That was awesome.
So I get it. I mean,
the idea of going to space with Deoxys sounded pretty cool. But cutting the battle tower is like, all right, guys, nice one.
Yeah, Michael, I'm about to mod my Game Boy again, and the first thing I can't wait to do is play Ruby again.
Oh yeah, and it's just like the Diamond and Pearl ones that are coming out. Like I would rather just like play it on my DS.
Down here.
Like me as like a gigantic Pokemon fan who's already got a master rank in Pokemon Unite.
And we already
poured gajillion hours into the mystery dungeon games and everything.
That's where I was wondering where this guy went.
And I don't want people to think it's because like we like remake haters. No, we've gotten every Pokemon remake.
No, Pokemon used to be the king of remaking games. Like they used to be.
You could pick that up.
The gold standard.
Yeah.
And now they're just like, yeah, why would we put that much work in when we can just like, take the X and Y assets, slap this new game on it, and call it a day. Now, I mean, and it's like, it took effort to do the Mega Evolutions and stuff, but I don't know. I think nowadays they think like anime merchandise first, games last.
That's terrible.
It's like Grookey, Sobble, and Score Bunny were designed to be toys. And that's the difference between like them and, people are like, what's the difference between them and like kind of the early starters? The early starters like seem like animals that would exist. Score Bunny is a toy. The big head, the symmetrical proportions, scientifically engineered. Like, what is like a Pokemon that plays soccer in the wild? Like that's not an animal. And there's silly Pokemon have existed forever, but it's like, people will use the example of like, oh, Voltorb's just a ball. Yeah, it's like, it's supposed to be a mimic from RPG games. There's actually like more thought put into that. We turn this into a Pokemon conversation, but I'm not done. That's the thing. This level is just kind of weird. We get, I need your brain power.
Oh, but this all stemmed from you saying people wouldn't love you as a reviewer because you would give the honest truth and they'd be ready to cancel you once you gave Alpha Sapphire.
Okay. This is how you normally get up here.
It's just the number scale that other people use. I find to be kind of like silly because like at that point, what are you saying? Like every game ever is like excellent. Every AAA game made within the last 5 years, except for Balan Wonderland, is like a wonderful work of art. And I think there's something to enjoy in everything. I'm sure there's some parts of Balan Wonderland even that are like, oh wow, like look at that. The character design is cool. Like we got fun music. But and I think there's value in everything. I unironically enjoy playing Sonic 06 sometimes. Does that mean I think it's a good game? No way, Jose. It's an awful game. It's so bad. Sega's ashamed of it for good reason.
Hey, do you see that?
They charged people money for that. But
yeah, it's just hold on. What's this one? Is that number 2? Yes. Okay.
I just don't think people would like my review scores because I would say something like 7, and it's like, oh, that makes but I like Yoshi. It's like,
how do you
it's the select button.
Yeah, I mean, my more thing is I just don't get why people get mad if you don't think the same thing about a game as them, and so that was kind of my whole thing on 3D World is, like, I still think 3D World's a fun game. I think it's different if somebody's, like, telling you why some game you love is, like, terribly awful. Like, I sorta, even though I still think that's kind of silly sometimes, but
well, I mean, I can see the connection and like, oh, I can't believe you think that's good. You must not know what you're talking about. Like, I can see some of those connection points, but it's like my thing with 3D World is like, yeah, I can totally understand a bunch of reasons why you wouldn't like it. If you're not particularly good at if you're with kind of an unbalanced team, it could be like kind of a sour experience. Like even at that, because I mean, imagine like I can't imagine playing that game with my kids. It'd be a train wreck. Just because like they don't know how to do those things yet, and so like I mean I could see a bunch of reasons why you wouldn't like it, but the criticism of like this doesn't do a thing it wasn't designed to do, it would be like saying like the RPG elements in Yoshi's Woolly World are really like lackluster. It's like it wasn't really, or the plot in Yoshi.
Oh my gosh, I knew there was something there too.
And people honestly criticize like plots in games like this. And it's just like, if you're writing about the I'm gonna return my Wii U.
Hold on, okay. You just
we
go.
could probably backtrack.
No, it's right here. Just
let me get these gems in case they don't come back.
I mean, well, that's my thing. I feel like with me, my biggest pet peeve is when somebody lacks objectivity. So when I see somebody just straight trash in the game as if everything in it is terrible, then it makes me look like, all right, fam. So I hear a lot of bias.
Yeah, and that can be more of the YouTube problem, is that like it's hard to get clicks when you're like, this is a mostly competent game, but there's some things that they can work on. This is the worst game yet.
Well, don't check all the sides first. Oh yeah. That's the thing I hate about sports media, man, is, it's funny. There's this guy that used to be a really good NFL analyst, and on this podcast I listened to, they're talking about how that guy's losing his touch because ESPN's ruining him with the whole, he's got to have some, like, ridiculous hot take. But that's the thing, man. People like hot takes. They like controversy. They like, that whole, like, man, can you believe this guy said this team's going to go undefeated? Because, like, that's only happened once in NFL history, like it's just that's what people like, that stuff for some reason. I find it to be nauseating, to be honest. It's like, because it feels so fabricated, like, but everything's a hot take, man. It's got to be some like, oh, did we get all the patterns?
I just think there's levels of everything. It's like I heard a reviewer talk about my favorite game ever last year, and it I thought he was being unfair with it, like just completely trashing it. Like, come on, you can't tell me there was not one.
Did he give it a 3 out of 5?
He didn't give it a score. You know what I'm saying? But even just with that, it's like just the way he talked about it, as if it like it didn't have any valuable points at all. Like, really, dude, you're gonna tell me there was nothing valuable and meritable about this game we've been waiting for 20 years? You gonna treat it like it's the last Guardian? Really? Like, you know, I think
that game was something people were waiting years for, and
I know
Yeah,
that's what.
well,
But
it
that's what.
didn't
That's
deliver at all. So it's like, you know, saying that Final Fantasy was
That's
just
what-
like nostalgia bait isn't entirely fair. But you know, I don't know. I think yeah, it's like I generally just don't. I enjoy like kind of the meat and potatoes, the conversation of like breaking it down, and so like, you know, the concept of like how should we review games is very interesting to me. But it's like, you know, if you think Donkey Kong is bad because it doesn't feel like Mario, looking at you, Nintendo World Report, then it's like, you know, that's fine. You know, do your thing.
You talking about when they were talking about the country games or like the Game Boy Advance remakes?
No, I just remember when Tropical Freeze came out, I listened to their podcast and they were just like trashing Tropical Freeze, saying that the physics didn't make sense and all this stuff, and it's like, and then comparing and then comparing that to Mario. It's just like, all right, well, you know, we're just speaking entirely
I
different
can't
languages here.
imagine, like, to me, like, it's weird that, because I feel like even amongst casual people I know that play some Mario games, they complain about some of the things like sliding after you jump and, you know, just not being able to turn on a dime. It's like, yes, probably from a physics standpoint, it makes more sense, but, like, I don't know, man. At the end of the day, it's a video game.
Well,
Like,
and it's a dumb
you know,
video game about like
Right.
Flying turtles.
Right. I mean, like, it's the same thing that happens in Super Smash Bros. When people are like, man, swords should go through everything. That physically just makes sense, you know? Like, you ever tried to punch through a sword? It's like, yeah, I've also tried to jump in midair after already jumping, and guess what? It doesn't work. Like, why are we applying physics? Like, that's always a pet peeve of mine.
Well, I can see that, like, you know, it kind of makes sense logically.
Or but that's what I'm saying. Why are we applying logic to things that are absent of logic? You know?
Why are we picking and choosing when to apply logic?
Yeah, like nobody's like, man, that's
Which
dumb. You
Smash
can jump
definitely
in the
does,
air.
you know, like the disjoints of like a claw.
But that's what I'm saying. But they apply it in like a way that I think hurts like the balance of the game, instead of like, you know, realizing that like, hey, it's a video game. It should just make more sense that it's more balanced than it is like it makes sense from a logic standpoint.
Yeah. Yeah, but you know, all that to say, you know, no one would like the Cottrello scale of
Dude,
reviews.
the penguins.
No. I almost want to do it at some point though, just because I know it would be hot on YouTube because I'd get so many hate comments
Yeah, just try
all
it.
the time. Well, it's just like, do I really want that many people to like despise me
Oh, I think I
I
actually.
don't know.
and then wish
You won't-
very ill things upon
You
me
won't
'cause I
know.
didn't like Zelda Breath of the
Dude,
Wild.
there's people who get like threats and stuff like that.
Yeah, I
for
remember
not, like,
there's a dude who gave Breath of the Wild a 7, and people like are mad at him to this day because their favorite game didn't get a higher Metacritic score, and it's like, yeah, but dude, you just got a point.
I mean, but Michael, but to
It's
be
not a perfect game.
But to be fair, you guys judged some websites that I don't want to name right now when they gave Tropical Freeze like a 6. You know,
It
so
was one website and it was GameSpot, but
Yeah, I mean, like there can be some like bad take reviews,
yeah, but to me, like, it's different when you just talk amongst you and your friends or family, and you're like, man, that's a really
Oh,
bad
yeah, it's like,
review.
yeah, I didn't
versus like
get
actually
in touch with
threatening
the
to hurt
person and be
somebody.
like,
no,
Yeah, like
no, threatening is different.
but yeah, I mean, it's like, yeah, and it's fine that they think that. I just
even just like
you know,
hate
they're-
speech towards somebody is just like, you're ridiculous, man. Like,
But it's like, you know, some of the objective things that you would talk about with Breath of the Wild is that the frame rate takes some pretty hefty dips depending on like the weather that's going on or different things like that. The game has a fair few bit of bugs. I think
knew it.
the weapon degradation system is something that like is very worthy of criticism. You know, like, does it encourage you to experiment with weapons? Yes. Is it also just annoying to be thumbing through the menu half the time you're playing that game? Yes. You know, I'm constantly just juggling my different weapons around, and I just want to play the game, but I'm like, oh, what's the durability on this? I want to check the durability on this.
Listen, the real question is this. Did you sell out and buy Skyward Sword?
No. No, I rented it and played it for an hour and did not enjoy it. Might turn it into a Cottrello Games video because it was kind of a funny experience how bad the controls are. But yeah, I mean, and it's like similarly, like, you know, that's a little silly.
Someone made a YouTube video that was called Skyward Board.
Yeah, I mean, it's there's a dude who gave that game a 10 on the Wii, and it's just like, I mean, you know, that's one way to get hired at Nintendo. Oh, now I killed my chances of getting a job at Nintendo.
Oh no!
You ain't ready for that Seattle move.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I wouldn't actually want to work at a place like that. I mean, you know, I feel bad for the Nintendo Minute people. It's just like I feel like they're like locked in a cage when they're not making a video, and they're like, can we talk about can we talk about Pikmin today? No, Mario, Zelda.
Would you want them
Mario,
Animal
Zelda,
Crossing.
Animal Crossing, sometimes Splatoon.
Would you want them to come out with a Pikmin 4?
Well, I mean, they're working on it, and yeah,
That's why-
Pikmin is awesome, dude. Pikmin is the best kept secret of Nintendo. Like the world of Pikmin is so incredibly fascinating. They're making an iPhone game that's just blatantly copying off of Pokemon Go. I'm here for it. Day one, your boy's gonna be playing it. Pikmin is so cool. But
I love Pikmin.
I love.
Oh
Pikmin.
no! Now I lost my.
They are my vegetable man friends.
You didn't like Olimar when he was announced for Smash Brawl, though.
Yeah, I did. Smash Brawl had like the most hype announcements out of any like Smash game. You know, compare that to like, you know, it's like as cool as Little Mac is. He's not.
Smash Brawl sounded so wrong.
He's not.
Use the fire.
I don't have a fire.
I mean, Ultimate is a good runner-up, though. Like, hearing about K.
Oh,
Rool-
sure. Yeah. But
I have.
But I'm just saying,
I
like,
have Darren.
I'm just saying, like, even K. Rool compared to Diddy.
K. Rool and Banjo compared to Diddy. Yes, I'm picking K. Rool and Banjo. I'm sorry.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Did Brawl have better character announcements than Ultimate?
Oh, well, yeah, because Ultimate was like Ridley and K. Rool and Banjo for me, and that's like it.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, Sonic.
Brawl, Sonic,
Snake.
Diddy Kong, Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah.
They had so many.
King Dedede and Meta Knight.
Yeah, King
Yeah.
Dedede, Meta
Like, just
Knight,
so many
yeah.
characters that were so necessary.
All they were missing to me was K. Rool and Ridley, ironically enough. Like, if they had those characters, man, Brawl would have had the perfect roster to me.
I
Even,
really
yeah,
like
without
Banjo. Oh, man. But Banjo was so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but also, like, just...
I would argue Banjo is
why
the
do you
best
always have
DLC.
to send me to my doom?
Yeah, Banjo, I would say, is still the best DLC character they've come out with
for
today.
sure,
Well,
yeah.
they only started doing DLC since the last game, and
Literally no
the
contest.
last game to me had by far the
Well,
worst
I don't know.
roster.
But it's like I could also see I could see people making the argument of like something like Ryu or Cloud being the coolest DLC.
Well, I don't know. It's funny because now I feel like Ultimate is definitely making it a competition as far as who had the worst roster, Smash 4 Ultimate. Because like Ultimate seemed like it's so much better roster until they started unveiling DLC, and it's like, you know, I don't know, man. You know, more Fire Emblem, and then a bunch more anime sword characters, and then Banjo and Steve.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously Terry.
At this point, why are they even like, you know, why do they even
Tekken.
Why do they even have an English box art? It's like
It's weird because everybody hates that, man, like when people bring that up, but I'm just like, for me, man, it's
just balance, dude. Smash is a worldwide franchise. Nintendo is a worldwide brand.
yeah.
And I get that like most of their IP comes from Japan, but it's like they've got talented people, especially when you talk about third-party partners in Europe, in America.
Well, for me, I don't mind having all those characters. I just think to me, when it's like so, it seems like it's such an impossible feat to get a character like that's not Japanese. It's just, it's just so bizarre to me. Like Smash is just way too big to like, for that to even be like a thing.
And just like go for more fun Japanese characters, you know? Like I'm just saying, like balance it out a little bit, you know? Like, is it awesome? In a vacuum, Sephiroth is awesome. In a vacuum, Kazuya is awesome. But like, Fire Emblem?
Well, it's also like, you know, even if you don't want to talk about anime style characters or like sword wielding characters, it's also the fact that every character's been a human except for Banjo. Have you noticed that? So I'm just like, I don't mind that, but I just think it
They
is
used to
something
be the minority.
Yeah, well, and for
You know,
me, I'm
Smash
like,
used to
you
be
know,
about wacky, cool Nintendo characters, and it's like that's kind of more what I'm looking for. People are like, I would just riot if they came out with another Pokemon. I'm like, at least another like they could depending on what Pokemon, it would feel entirely different, like a character like no other. They could do that with a Pokemon.
I just think
Pyra
like
and
something
Mithra
that's like,
is just like.
Oh,
You
that
know,
was the
your
worst,
average
man.
sword character, but just better. And the exciting part about them is that they don't have any weaknesses. It's like, okay, so that's, I mean, you know, it's just like a pay-to-win character. It's nice, guys. It's awesome. Just like Bayonetta and Smash 4. Only $6.99 to win your local tournament.
yeah, I mean, like, what you call it?
$5.99, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, that's where, like, man, say what you want about, like, Sephiroth or some of the, but I'm like, man, you can't, I'm sorry, you just can't argue to me about, like, Pyra and Mithra and, like,
Oh yeah, that's where you...
Byleth. Like, I'm sorry, those are just bad choices, man. Like even if you like those games, man, you just gotta think from a business standpoint. Like, you're trying to sell DLC season passes, and like, if you think the average consumer is like, yeah, man, I want Pyra and Mithra
that's why they
from
put them
that
at the
game.
back. That's why they put them at the back, dude.
That's like
Violet-
that game that sold 1 million copies, or like Fire Emblem, you know, the most successful game in the franchise now is like, what, 3 million copies? Maybe more now. I know that's what it was last time I saw.
I'm sure it's more now. But yeah, that's...
And you gotta think, that's with Byleth being included in Smash before the game was out. If you don't think that helped, then you're being naive.
No, but that's the grift.
I mean, that's the funny
They
thing
got
about
you to
Fire
pay
Emblem.
for an advertisement for a game that you otherwise might not be interested in.
That's kind of the funny thing to me with Fire Emblem is, man, it's had the best free advertising, which is Smash. And it's still because pretty
Not to mention
pretty,
an iPhone game.
right? But it's still a pretty niche franchise, despite that. You know, it's like, man, if they had like 10 Donkey Kong characters and they were still making DK games, man, like I can't even. It would be even bigger than it already is. You know, like I don't know, man. That just is hilarious to me. But you know, it's no shade on anybody that loves those games. I just think
you like
Fire Emblem.
I love Fire Emblem. I follow multiple Fire Emblem specific YouTube people. I love Fire Emblem so much. I've played like pretty much all the games, even the ones in Japanese, and suffered through like the language barrier. I love
Dude, look
Fire
at
Emblem.
Trevor. Come look at this, man. Tell me this doesn't look crazy.
Also, at this point, they're doing more damage than helping. Like, they might be making more sales, but I feel like they're losing so many people like you or Trevor.
I mean,
that
but
would
that's why,
otherwise,
like, the common,
you know, it's like you used to be interested in the concept of playing Fire
oh man,
Emblem.
like,
now
do you
can't
remember?
stomach it.
I liked Roy as a character, even though I didn't know who he was. But
Same.
now I'm like, I don't even.
Yeah,
It's just.
it's like, dude, I could you know, there's a couple different ways I could get my son to eat vegetables. I could like slowly introduce them, maybe put a little butter, a little salt on them, trying to make it like. Try to make it good. On the other hand, I could force feed him and just like throw broccoli at his face at the velocity of
I mean, I just think
6,000 miles an hour, and it's like that's just not gonna, you know, not gonna result in him liking broccoli. Oh, you're
I just
done.
think too much of anything is a bad thing, and you know, sometimes people argue Pokemon and Mario, and it's like, look, first of all, I don't like that Mario and don't hold up. Mario and Pokemon have so many characters, but I will say this. I mean, at least they are more justifiable. Yeah, I mean, like
Pokemon's
Fire
bigger
Emblem
than
is
Mickey
like-
Mouse.
I
yeah,
mean,
and that's why, like, you know, there's this Twitter echo chamber idea that, like, you know, they're like, Fire Emblem is so much of a bigger franchise than people think it is. It's like, but it really isn't, dude. It really isn't. If you look at any, like, actual numbers that dictate whether or not something's doing well, then, like, I don't know.
You're getting on my nerves!
Hey, you in the parka! Send this Yoshi back to the Ice Age!
With Ray Romano.
I'm getting evicted from my apartment.
But yeah, no,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I just think with Fire Emblem, it's like, look, dude, it is what it is. It's a niche franchise, and you know, it's just like, it's just annoying when you know, you just want some. And like I said, for me, like, it's not even just Fire Emblem. I think the thing is that, you know, you look at so many of the characters and they just look like exactly the same. And
I mean, listen.
like that's why I made the joke where I'm like, man, you could make, like, aside from Banjo and Steve,
Hit him.
you could, like, hold on, come here.
Hero is interesting though. He's the only one I give a break to.
Oh yeah, but Hero is the father of all JRPGs.
But I just think for me, like you could
character.
The thing with all the characters though is that like if you just showed a stranger and said like all these characters are from the same game, like Sephiroth, Joker, Byleth, you know, Kazuya, Terry, like I would believe it. I really would. And that's what I mean is it's not even so much like I just think there's this lack of variety that's going on that's really jarring that people don't want to like admit to. And it's like, dude, I get it. You like these characters, but you can't tell me it's aesthetically unique. And that's why, man, if you go on Facebook or anything with like casual consumers, anything outside of Twitter, I mean, even when Sephiroth was announced, everybody's like, who is this? You know, like.
Yeah, but that's, you know, I don't know. I think those
Sephiroth is from, you know,
but I'm just saying, but that's my point is I'm trying to say.
That's like over 10 million.
But I'm trying to tell you, like, among casual people, man, like, half of them don't even know who these characters are, you know?
I mean, but here's the thing about it. Putting that to the side, because I do think he definitely is a character who is a noteworthy character. But even me, right?
Yeah, I remember him getting announced. I was just like, ugh. At least Trevor's happy, and I call him up about it. He's like,
yeah, no, and I love Sephiroth. I will argue he's the greatest video game villain of all time. But even me, I'd be like,
over King Dedede?
Just make the last character, if this comes up before the direct tomorrow, you know, make the last character Crash Bandicoot and then, you know, subtract Byleth or Pyra Mythra for Rayman. And I think, you know, that's solid, you know? At that point, I think that's unique enough, you know, where there's enough like diversity among the roster.
But somebody made a mock thing, and I remember you didn't like a few of the people on it, but they had a mock thing where like Paper Mario, Sora, Genos, and like Rayman, whatever,
or Geno, Sniffberg, the Yoshi.
And I remember even you know, I didn't like the Paper Mario thing, but even with Paper Mario, even if one thing about him is that he will be an interesting character and he fits. Like he would be something different.
No, I just don't. I just don't like different. Any character can be unique in Super Smash Bros. Man, or any fighting game. You know, like Poochie would be a unique character.
Of course, but I'm just saying.
To me, like I don't like other version of character that's already in the game. That's always dumb to me.
I get what you're saying. All I'm saying is, especially, at least he fits versus the DLC characters that you just said a second ago all look like they're the same character, just different universes.
Look at this world.
Look at this world.
I love the
Look at it.
I love the
Look at it.
I love the eerie music too.
Yes. Oh, get ready for another 5 years of SpongeBob references, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, that's the end of the video. If you like more Yoshi stuff, go check out. We've never rather played another Yoshi game, so
not for YouTube, but
not for YouTube anyway. The secret, it's in the Cottrello vault. You know, like the Disney vault, fellas. Like the Disney vault, fellas. Anyway, bye.